I want to retain all rights. I don't want to waive any rights.
And that's not really how it works.
Welcome back to our series on the injustices faced by Mike Nelson in Rockingham County. In today's video, we delve into the shocking events of November 28, 2020, when Mike's appeal of his bench trial verdict led to a rushed and unjust court hearing. Despite his attorney's objections, the court's actions highlighted a troubling disregard for due process. Stay tuned as we uncover this twist in Mike's ongoing battle for justice. On the morning of November 28, 2020, Mike's attorney, Graham Holt, drove to the Rockingham County Courthouse to file an appeal of the district court trial verdict to Rockingham County Superior Court. This filing was a chance to overturn the grossly unjust decision of District Court Judge Chris Freeman. At this time, Mike was still under house arrest, a condition imposed after his wife Nina paid the ransom to secure his release from solitary confinement in a maximum security prison on October 17th. Despite already appearing before the judge under oppressive conditions and previously attempting to access the court when guards physically barred him entry, the court continued to punish Mike for asserting his rights. Almost immediately after Holt filed the appeal, an appeal bond hearing was scheduled for 12:15 p.m. that same day, a mere 2 hours from when the appeal was filed. Holt argued that demanding Mike's presence on such short notice, without adequate time to prepare, was a violation of due process. The courts appeared uninterested in the principles of fairness and justice. Mike was unable to get to the courthouse, let alone secure any disability accommodations or find a personal assistant to accompany him within such a short time frame. Despite this, Holt held on to a sliver of hope because Judge Freeman wasn't scheduled to preside that day. Someone at the courthouse, however, had other plans. District Court Judge Freeman was called in specifically to handle this hearing and determine whether to place a bond on Mike's appeal to Superior Court. For those familiar with Freeman's history of discriminating against Mike, this move seamlessly followed a pattern of unfair treatment. During the hearing, Holt objected to the hearing itself, pointing out that the court had denied Mike equal access once again by holding it without adequate notice. Holt also objected to any bond being placed on the appeal, as the appeal was of a bogus, nonviolent misdemeanor charge. Unfortunately, but not surprisingly, Freeman proceeded with the hearing in Mike's absence and set the appeal bond for $50,000 cash only. This allowed the court to keep the money perpetuating Mike's punishment. They also decided to continue to hold Mike under house arrest. This way, the court could just keep punishing Mike for standing up for freedom and equal access. On November 30th, 2020, Mike was forced into court again with no accommodations or equal access. Despite having no criminal history and facing a nonviolent misdemeanor charge that holds no jail time or fine, Mike had already endured multiple days in county jail, 10 days in isolation in a maximum security prison, and over 40 days of house arrest. Nina had been paying $10 in interest every day since she secured the loan to pay the ransom for Mike's release, totaling about $450 at that point. This time, there was a new judge. Judge Wilson lifted the house arrest requirement without prejudice. This marked the end of the house arrest and allowed Mike to finally leave his house and regain a sliver of normalcy. Judge Wilson did not, however, return the $50,000 without giving any reasons why he deemed such an exorbitantly high amount necessary. As of the date of this posting, in July of 2024, the prosecution is still pursuing these frivolous charges. 4 years later, the total interest Nina has paid is over $10,000. Stick around as we continue to expose the roller coaster of discrimination Mike has faced and continues to suffer at the hands of Rockingham County, NC.
Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Deo Presso, Liber.